everyone. Welcome back to the ClearVoice Questionnaire. My name is Joanna, and I'm the Director of Marketing here at ClearVoice, and I'm here with Rachel, one of our Content Project Managers. Rachel, are you ready for the ClearVoice Questionnaire?
I don't know. I was ready as I'll ever be.
Fair enough. I promise, very gentle. So I'm going to start off with a very, very easy one. What is the most used app on your cell phone?
Definitely Instagram.
Instagram. Are you like a scroller?
I am. I'm definitely a scroller. And then now that they have all those reels too and videos, it's kind of like a two-in-one with TikTok. So I don't have to go to TikTok as frequently because I'll just see it on Instagram in a couple days.
Same. Totally get that. Next question. What's something big or small that you're really good at?
I would like to say that I think I'm good at being a mom. I made it through 5, almost 6 years. So and she's in school, she's standing, she's healthy.
That's awesome. Awesome. We can do a little focus group later as well. We'll bring her back on.
Right. Watch her be like, no, this is not her strong suit.
I doubt that.
Actually.
I wanted to do a share the pictures from Halloween a couple of years ago where you were her bodyguard as she was.
Yeah.
Who was she? Taylor Swift?
She was Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Old soul.
I was like, I feel like that's too old. Taylor Swift. Anyways, awesome. All right. Question number 3. Do you have any specific rituals that help you get into your workflow?
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I will say that I'm a big Swiftie. So if I really have to get down and it's time to get down to business, I'm usually playing her, and there's different songs or different albums for what I'm trying to get done. If it's something where it's around the house and I'm cleaning, I'm putting on Reputation. If I am doing heads down work for work where it's just a lot of, drag drop, updating, all of that, then, I'm throwing on Folklore. But it's usually if you hear Taylor Swift going on in the house, Rachel's doing something important.
That's awesome. All right. Question number 4. How do you take your coffee?
I take my coffee in latte form, I would probably say. I have an espresso at home, so I stopped going to Starbucks or any other places for the most part. So in the morning, I'll get up and I'll make my iced or hot latte, kind of just depending on, I live, in Arizona, so depending on the weather, so it's usually ice, but
do you ever freeze coffee ice cubes so that it doesn't get watered down?
No, but that is on my to-do. I actually just bought new ice trays where I was like, wait, I wonder if I could do that. And that way it doesn't taste super, because I'm a sipper. I'm one of those where you'll see my different coffee cups, my different Starbucks all around the house. So I never really finish a cup of coffee. So
that
would help.
Really. All right. This one's pretty easy, I think, but what's your favorite board game?
I would say Monopoly. I always loved Monopoly as a kid, and then now I get to play it with my daughter, and I get really competitive, which she does not like because I want to win. But yeah, I love Monopoly. We just got a Target Monopoly for her for Christmas, and that was cool. It was best
Target the store, and it's nice. We have friends. Cool. We have a bunch of Star Wars ones. We're big Monopoly. We're a big Monopoly family as well. All right. So next question. What's one thing you're trying to make a habit?
Would probably just be my wellness of taking walks, walking around the block. I am someone who, especially working from home, you kind of, you get yourself ready for the day, do whatever you need to do with, my kid. And then I sit down at my desk and then I'm working. And so I want to really try to make a habit of, stopping midday and going for a walk, getting the fresh air, and not just always just being inside. I think that's really big for me.
Sure. And also Arizona summertime. It's kind of, I get it. It's really cool in the morning when you're dealing with getting ready and kids.
Exactly.
And everything. So I get it. Just to give you a little, not a pass, but grace there.
Right. I want to get one of those little walking pads because I have a stand-up desk, and so have that underneath, and then there you go. But
absolutely. You can do all your calls that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Have you ever taken on a project or a client that really pushed you out of your comfort zone?
I honestly would expand beyond a project or a client, and I would say job position. When I started as a talent manager at ClearVoice, and I transitioned about 2 years later into a customer success manager. I have always been a little nervous to speak to customers and having that interaction with them. It's very daunting when you think about it, because they are such a huge part of, our company and what we do. And it's been like that for me for, when I used to work in real estate, and I was so nervous when I had to do like cold calls and like having to actually like talk to these buyers and sellers on the phone. I was always really nervous, and I'm like, this is not what I want to do. I just want to have a heads down job. But, working at ClearVoice as talent manager for 2 years, I always wanted to take that next step of being like, I wish I could just talk to the customer and see exactly what they're looking for. And, just trying to get deeper like myself and see what I could get. But then I was like, well, in order to do that, I have to actually talk to them. Am I ready to do that? And so it did take me a while for myself. And once I like brought that up to, my leadership, my management, and said, I would like to transition here, they were like, well, it's about time you said something. Like, it's about time you're ready. And then it was just time to like rip the Band-Aid off. Not as scary as it seems. But I would say definitely that was one of the biggest like leaps that I've had to, take, and happy that I did.
Awesome. Cool. All right. What's one thing that can instantly make your day better?
To be sentimental, probably just a little hug from my daughter, good or bad, whether it's a good day or a bad day. She is a very empathetic like being. And so it's really fun just to see her. She can see on my face. Like, she could see if I'm looking at something sad, like on Instagram or whatnot, she can see on my face, why are you sad? Like, or if I had like, I just got off a call and maybe that didn't go as good as I wanted it to, or I'm sitting there a little dejected or a little stressed, she'll look and be like, you look stressed. Can I give you a hug? And the second I get that hug from her, it's like, everything's okay. Everything's good. Or, even just calling for her and be like, can I have a hug? and that's usually where it kind of cures me of being like, okay, everything's really okay.
That's awesome. Awesome. So if you could snap your fingers and instantly be good at one thing, what would it be?
I would say maybe being like a parent, like if you could be, an expert of parenthood and having all of those answers for the unknowns, that would be the best. But
yeah, I like all the answers to the unknowns, especially for kids that ask questions. All the questions, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. All right. So this is some people think this is the hardest one. Some people think it's the easiest one, but describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Rest of my life in 5 words. I would say happy, authentic, growth, or I guess more like full of growth, always growing, to be meaningful. Was that, how many was that? That was 4 or 5. We'll do fulfilling.
Fulfilling. Got it. Cool. See, I guess it wasn't so hard. Now we'll play it back for you so you can write them down and put them on a post-it.
Yeah, right. You're like, remind myself every morning. All right, here's the 5 that I'm going up to today.
Exactly. Well, Rachel, thank you for taking the ClearVoice questionnaire. I really appreciate it.
No, this was fun. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Cool. And for those of you watching, if you need content for your business, come visit us at www.clearvoice.com.